Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn, Kenya. In the last episode, primarily still focusing on home issues. Trying to reform the government. We had an election. We formed a coalition with the Democratic Party here to form a new government, which is increasing the popularity of the Western Outlook Democratic Party, which is actually something I want. I want to go Western Outlook in this particular playthrough. And so that is kind of where we're heading. We're also working on trying to get political power. We need piles and piles of political power to reform elements of the government. Primarily, we've been focusing on reducing corruption, to try to just get general improvements across the board. And we actually have enough to go ahead and do the next one. Reduce down to widespread corruption from systematic corruption, or systemic corruption. And we're still waiting for that first factory to finish building, which will be on the 20th of February of next year, so we can actually start making our own guns. And speaking of our own guns, we're developing some more modern guns. Still pretty old, but you know, it's something. So it's just we need factories. We need factories built. But you know, we're gonna go down the political tree here. I might need to get the foreign investment. We're going to need international diplomacy here. All this stuff. Build roads, build highways. Increase resource production so I get some a little bit of additional oil, which I'm kind of disappointed is not selling anywhere. No one's buying it. So I could really use the extra civilian factories. So, well, we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get this rolling. Now, when you're playing one of these kind of smaller nations in Millennium Dawn, it can tend to be somewhat slow at the start. So hopefully, we'll be able to get something done here at some point. Okay. South Sudanese election. That doesn't matter. South Sudan's about to die. China proposed to construct a civilian industry. China will gain influence. Right now, where did I see that? Something's blinking here. Investment offer from China. Azerbaijan gains SCO membership. Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Okay. The thing is, we do need the civilian industries. We need to cut that tax cost. So we're spending way more. I remember seeing somewhere where it listed the influences on our country, but I can't seem to remember where it is. Oh well, I'll find it at some point. Is it here? There we go. There we go. China has 22% influence. The United States is 12%. UK 10%. I think I might need to take this. You know what? I'm actually going to decline on it. I don't want to incur too much more expense than I need to. Alright. Research finished. Alright, now... improve our internet communications. I'm not even really hardly worried about, you know, military development right now. Because we need to just improve our research speed across the board. You know, so that is what we're just going to go ahead and continue to work on, is just getting that research speed improved, because this is really slow right now, so. Jihadists attack a military base, again. In Syria. Okay. That's been happening a bunch. Autonomy for Rojava. Negotiations between Syrian and Rojava officials have finally ended, and the two governments have reached an agreement. The Syrian government has promised increased federalism to the peoples of Syria, and in exchange, the Rojava will not pursue any more separation from Syria, so they've come to an armistice. They are an autonomous region. Okay. Of Syria. So it looks like the Syrian civil wars are over. The Iraqi war with the Kurds is still going on. Well, the Kurds are holding out. Foreigners killed by jihadists in Egypt. See, I'm wondering, Intel Ledger, no, that's me. Alright, political games is done. So what did that get me, actually? Doesn't look like anything, though. Game-based, ability-based war support. That would be good. Modify political power bonus by political power gain. Continue getting me political power. So I need to keep reducing this corruption. I need to at least get it down to slight. At a bare minimum. Alright, what do we got going on here? Foreigners killed by jihadists in Egypt again. Several Arab countries have cut off diplomatic ties with Qatar and imposed a trade embargo, escalating the long-simmering dispute between Qatar and Saudi Arabia. The Saudi-led coalition's demands include the closure of Al Jazeera. Yeah. And they're probably going to refuse. Ukraine declared war on Novorossiya? Oh? Ukraine has a little bit of a civil war going on. Qatar responds to demands, has rejected the blockading coalition's demands. Alright, crisis continues. $1.4 per day. That'll increase that output. Cameroonian election. So what about my neighbors? We don't know anything because we do not have an intelligence agency. Small arms. There we go. And Ukraine put an end to their little uprising relatively quickly. Let's see. Tanks are probably not going to work. Fighters, bombers. Let's see, what's this? Early camouflage. C3 equipment. Small arms, 1985. I think we'll keep working on the small arms. Now, an explosion rocks the Saudi capital in the Hezbollah attack. Alright. Now, I think we'll go for the establishment, public service announcement, gain that stability. And we're going to hold off on this because it gives us a timed effect. Weekly stability up, justify war goal time down. The Swiss Protection League. And a move. Hold on, pause. In a move creating a political union that is very close to a military faction, but of course officially not a military faction, the Swiss Defense Ministry has gotten parliamentary support for the creation of a Swiss Protection League, which has, as is custom in Switzerland, 4 different official names in the various languages of the country. This seems to be the next big step in further armed neutrality of Switzerland. Armed neutrality, indeed. Things are going on in Switzerland. I don't know. Article 50 is triggered. The United Kingdom has triggered Article 50 and will leave the European Union in 2 years. There you go, Brexit. Alright, there is the establishment. Grab public service announcement. That's not timed, that's just permanent. Alright, I can reduce my corruption again. Malian election. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's in February. We're almost there. Couple months to get that new industrial sector built. We're getting increasingly in debt. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about it right now, so we'll just deal with it later. I mean, and running some deficit is not the worst thing in the world. Alright. Another election. Maybe once we finish this factory, I will go ahead and create an intelligence agency. It'll take 30 days, which is no time at all, really. A month is nothing. Syria declared war on Syria. Another Syrian civil war. Well, color me surprised. Who are these guys? I can barely see what's going on over here. Syrian Social Nationalist Party. I see. Social nationalists? As opposed to national socialists? Now, is there another focus that will give me... That will give me... Adds one strategic fuel reserve. Satisfy the middle class. Build churches. Please the upper class. Invest in biofuels. Biofuel refinery. Interesting. Import foreign automobiles. Research bonus for engineer, equipped, and all armored fighting vehicles. Create an automotive industry. Gives me a civilian industry. You need 7 factories. Right. More than 7 factories. Let's go for international diplomacy. Get that out of the way. Hold new extraordinary election. Increase election threshold. Pro-Western propaganda campaign. There we go. There is our first military factory. We can now make our own guns. Start making our own guns. We're going to need some light metals. Alright, which means we're going to need to trade away... Actually, before we do that, create this agency. I will go with that. And now we're actually incurring some tax cost here. Libyan National Army took 1 state. Libyan National Army. Okay, they dealt with something. Because this is the whole new thing, I think, with... One of the new things with, La Resistance. Which I haven't done anything with. Alright, Syria won their new civil war. Because the last series I was playing, I couldn't actually use the newer versions of the game, so... This is my first time kind of being in here and seeing some of these mechanisms. Light metals. Rook. Agency created. Excellent. Let's see. Who can send us some metals? I will buy them from Australia. Now... we could almost reduce the corruption some more. But we should be making guns. Excellent. Ooh, our efficiency cap is terrible. International diplomacy's done. Okay, so we can recruit an agent. That seems good. Defending against subversive attacks in our homeland. Contribution to counterintelligence. Huh. Branch upgrades take 90 days to complete and they cost factories to work on. I see. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of that anytime soon. Alright, so now what we can do is... let's see, diplomatic positions. I need both of these anyway, so we will start working on those. Alright, edge is done. Well, we'll keep on working on this. We're about to get microcomputing completed. Low manpower. No kidding! Foreigners killed by jihadists in Iraq. Alright, microcomputing is done. Encryption and decryption. That's kind of a luxury at this point. Let's keep on going to improve our computing, to increase our research speed. What do I need to get the next research slot? I need more than 10 factories. And this one, I need more than 12 civilian factories. The Islamic State has declared war on Iraq. Okay. The Islamic State declared war on Kurdistan. The Islamic State declared war on Iraq. Okay. Islamic State has capitulated. Well, that was fast. Alright, lower demands for Kenyan goods abroad. I think we've seen that before. That's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, I can reduce corruption even more. There we go, we're down on the modest corruption. Tax revenue minus 3%. Tax revenue minus 2%. Let's see. Actually, we do want to get all the way down to negligible. Even though we are improving our tax revenue, it really isn't impacting anything. We're still at negative 0.7. Because we're increasing the amount of interest that we're paying faster than we're increasing the amount of revenue we're generating. So that's fun. I will have to figure out how to either increase our revenue or decrease our cost. Foreigners killed by jihadists in Iraq again. Scottish referendum, independence. Oh, hold the phone. Confronted with rising Scottish nationalism, the government in Westminster decided to give the people of Scotland their second referendum to settle this issue once and for all. The people decided for independence. Goodbye and farewell. So that was... Wow. How about that? Scotland's an independent state. Recent conditions within the Kenyan economy has shown that the consumer that now is the perfect time to spend money and make investments. Perfect. People are buying up goods like they never have before. Wonderful news. Construction speed up. Stability up. Oh, are we on stagnation? Yeah, we were. Let's see. Stability, construction speed, tax revenue plus 5%. Stable growth should be fine. Stable growth should be fine. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Let's see. We're going to need diplomatic positions. Research bonus for night vision goggles, and we get additional intelligence stations, which are a luxury at this point, because we are just so far behind in other areas. We're going to need something big to happen in the world. We're going to need some big, major conflict to start somewhere to generate some tension. These little civil wars and everything are not going to get the job done. Operations are not available until an agent has built an intelligence network. Can only have one agent. Okay. So, what can I have you do? Root out resistance, control trade. Daily word tension requirements, minus 10%. 0.10%. Daily trade opinion. Build an intel network. Where we want to build an intel network? Let's build an intel network in the anti-government forces of South Sudan. No, build it in the... Build it over here. Yes, there we go. How long till we finish this? Let's see. Construction speed? Ah, there it is. 25th of July, 2021. Okay. Well. Intelligence station. Well, I don't have the luxury of building anything unnecessary at this point. Our needs are filled. Actually, we're fine on guns. What do I need? What do I need? I could use some armored personnel carriers. I mean, our stockpile isn't great, but we have a stockpile. APCs, 1965. You need some steel. Alright. Trade, we don't need those light metals. I need some steel. We'll buy from India. There we go. Japan joins NATO. Really? The NATO leadership today has confirmed that accession talks between the NATO member states and Japan have concluded successfully, and that the Japanese military forces would soon be integrated into common command structure. Significant development, indeed. Diplomatic positions. Done. Alright. Alignment debate. We need to do that. Change in popularity of nationalist. I don't necessarily want to do that just yet until we get into the right government. So, we will go the world's views. We're going to get political power out of that. So that's good. Be able to cut that corruption even further. Alright, I think we're at the end of the episode for today. Again, not much happening from the military perspective, but we are making progress. We got our first factory, so we are building our own equipment. I mean, I could try and license some better APCs, potentially. But, for now, I think something is better than nothing. And I'm guessing that the US still will not allow us to license stuff. No. We got to get rid of that strategic reasons to be hostile. Which hopefully, if we switch to pro-Western, will flip. So we'll see how that goes. We're getting pretty good. Western outlook. We'll see if we can't push that even further. Because we're going to go to the West. Western ideas. So we'll go for that. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.